This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Blue Heaven, Albertson Stadium in Boise, Idaho, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see, the national champions from last year, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Kernstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And is fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. To the air, it's McCord. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Oh, what a cut, and still going. Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
So a nice completion here for him in his first completion of the game. And I love the fact that he gets hit, be able to settle in now and just worry about executing.
And the wideout goes in motion. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat. And one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kickstarting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Trying to pick up the third and short through the air. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
The Broncos will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And he gets it away, a directional kick with pretty good distance. And the returner heads out of bounds. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. The receiver grabs it. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach, and he says, yeah, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
He's got room to run. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Look out, room to run here. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Second down after that short completion. Looking for a receiver. That's caught. It's Martinez. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Fights through a tackle. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this
putting toward the end zone. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking to pass. It's McCord. Gets made on the out route. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Third down, out of the shotgun. Run quickly. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. let's come up to the line in the hurry-up.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Booker, Fresno State has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped into the field, ready now for the second period. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Looking downfield. It's McCord. And it's caught across the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Breaks loose at the 40. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Broncos lining up here on 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12. And the Broncos are going to cash in here in the red zone. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Broncos. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle made at the 29, so he picks up about 4 yards by bringing it out of the end zone. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. Caught over the middle. It's Martinez. Gets into space at the 50. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Defense is coming after him. Grab down the middle. It's Martinez. Completion nets about 9 yards. Not enough for the first, and it's fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. We'll see what he can do with the return. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. It's the running back in the flat. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. He made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. They'll be stopped short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Handoff here from the shotgun. First down and more. He's still running. Now here he goes. Past the 10, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. The shotgun running play call. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looking to throw. It's McCord. Grabbed by the receiver. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The Broncos come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Design quarterback run. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. Back to pass. It's McCord. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, how about the defense here? Sitting back in cover 2, taking away anything deep downfield. It puts pressure on the underneath coverage. The linebackers have to have some awareness. This linebacker did a nice job of being able to step up and make that interception.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And the back now goes in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets the first and still running. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw it behind the receiver.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held onto the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. On the move now. Going to try to use his legs here. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Now you got to give the defense some credit on this one. They came out in dime with 6 defensive backs on the field to try to lock down all these playmakers with that much speed on the field. They were quick to jump on the quarterback when he decided to take it himself. Good play there by the D to set up this 4th down.
And the returner is brought down. And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. Scanning the field, it's McCord. It's an out route, the catch made. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. But I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Taking a shot deep down the right side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
That play will move the sticks, set him up first down at the 42. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. They keep him guessing with a run. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, the big fella almost had it. Incomplete, though, brings up 3rd down.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his 2nd interception in the first half.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A big defensive score.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Dropping back, it's McCord. Bringing pressure. A deep shot, but he paid for it. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Breaks into the open. Across the 40. At the 20. Crosses the... Touchdown, Fresno State. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
Just a tough spot to be as a quarterback. He feels the pressure. He wants to get rid of the ball, but you can see what can happen when the pressure gets to that quarterback right in his face. The ball is up in the air. The defense is able to come down with it, not only for an interception, but they get a touchdown themselves.
Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Trying an onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure is coming. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
He hands it off from the gun.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Short pass finds the tight end. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Coach decides to go for it on this 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch is made, room to run here. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
35, Boise State, 7.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Picks up the first, looking for more. Made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. A handoff from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Throwing off play action. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
To throw, it's McCord. Caught by the receiver. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. First down here for this offense.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get the...
Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Ball handed off. Has the first down, is still going. Enough to move the 6 there. Sets up first and goal at the 7. The defense backed up against their own end zone. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Looking right, this one caught. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Point after, knocked right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackling at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Booker, Fresno State has the lead here. This has been a beatdown, and the stats at the end of 3 reflect that. And as we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. To the air, it's McCord. The ball is caught. Gets some space around the 30. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Catch made by the tight end. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Dump off caught by the running back. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Under pressure, just lets it go. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're in
diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
What a great catch by that receiver, Chris. He lays out and comes down with it, and the quarterback is the beneficiary. He's actually over 200 yards, and he can thank his receivers for plays like this.
And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Now he's bringing it back. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. He's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Boise State, 7.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. Makes the catch downfield. Solid gain there. Moves the ball up to the 32.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
So, second down after the incompletion. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Now, a 4th down.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Moves out of the pocket. This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you...
And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, Fresno State. This offense cannot be stopped.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the quarterback will take a knee. It went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. And it's a kneel down. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Dropping back. It's McCord. It's a quick grab. Oh, they stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Defense setting up for a passing down now with 7 DBs on the field. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Oh, this defense, if there's any chance of getting back in this game, you can't give up a big gain like this on 1st down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Grab behind the line. It's Martinez. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The game is in hand here, but the offense looking to inflict more punishment here in the final seconds. He's looking to throw. Pass rush closing in. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's McCord. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. They get him down, and that's how this game will end. Pocket 0-0. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.